Well, this is kind of where we started this morning. I took the wrong road somewhere. Maybe we'll try again. This is what I was going through earlier, where I said the road was wet, and I know the temperature is around 30-something degrees. Some of it, though, I think might be stuff they put on there to make it, keep it from freezing. But seems just a little sketchy. Well, decided to go ahead and make a little stop here on my way to Timberon. I did end up on the blacktop. There's a few spots that are a little sketchy, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. There's still some snow up here. But I thought that this deserved to stop and look. And see if I can get my bike in the picture. And my guess is the camera isn't going to do it justice, but here we are. Just thought this seemed like a nice place to maybe sit and have a cup of coffee. Hopefully the camera does it some justice. I think this bike is a lot happier on blacktop than it is off-road, which isn't really that big of a surprise, but playing around a little bit. I bought on sale, I think it was a Halloween special. I got a couple giant loop bags, and I haven't gotten any pannier racks yet for this or my XR400, but I was playing around with it a little bit and seemed to be able to strap on the back seat here pretty good, and so far it hasn't left me, so that's encouraging. But shout out to Dork in the Road and Giant Loop Luggage. There's some pretty nice stuff. But alright, well, I'm gonna cut the video for a second here and grab a cup of coffee and just take it in for a little bit. Alright, we're rolling into Timberon. I don't know if there's much here. So far I've seen a lot of campsites and RV parking and stuff like that. I would assume in the summertime it's probably got a lot more people up here. Oh, look at that. There's a deer. Pretty sure deer can read. Just before I saw that, there was absolutely no hunting sign. Propane. I wasn't sure if there'd be a store here or gas station or something. I didn't see anything on the map, but you never know. I should still be okay on gas, but it's not to say that I wouldn't. Oh, there used to be gas. I don't know if it still is. Volunteer fire station. Cool old fire truck. Well, looks like we're back to dirt. So I ended up taking blacktop basically all the way through the mountain instead of the original trail I had planned because of that ice that we ran into. I'm a fair amount low elevation here, I think, so hopefully we won't have a bunch of snow and ice here. I haven't seen a bunch since we left here a little bit ago. Looks like another road down there. This kind of gravel road isn't too bad. This thing still doesn't ride like my other bike though, which I wouldn't necessarily expect it to. You know, and the thing is, with a real adventure bike, I could probably be going a little faster on this road. But at the same time, I'm no expert rider and I don't have a death wish. So if I go a little slower, I'm still having fun. I don't know, why not, you know? Yeah, I was really wondering what this would be like on this kind of a bike. And I do like that there's a little more wind protection on here. And this is definitely nicer on the flat, on the pavement, than my XR400, but man, the XR400 eats these roads up like nothing. And this is doing it, but it's just not the same. Kind of a nice road. Sit back down for a little bit. Apparently, even though I made a route on my Onyx, I guess when I lost cell phone service, it went away because it wasn't part of my downloads. So that's a little unfortunate, but I looked at this route enough, I pretty much know where I'm going, but I think I'm going to stand again. Well, it's not full of snow and ice, so that's kind of nice. We have kind of changed scenery here a little bit. We went from some big tall trees to kind of more some scrub brush and a little more desert-like. There's still some trees, but it's just not like it was back in the forest. I do think front forks would go a long way on this bike. These ones kind of suck. But this is a budget bike, and it's not really meant for off-road. I mean, it is classified, I think, as an adventure bike, but it's not intended for this. But on a budget bike, you get budget suspension. So, you know, you get what you bought, I guess. And I don't know how much it would cost either. You know, if you spend another $3,000 or $4,000 putting front forks on it, you should have just bought an $8,000 or $10,000 bike and had a bike that was meant for this. So I'm gonna look into it though, just for the fun of it, and see if there is a set of forks that a person can put on here pretty easy. Well, I think I'm gonna shut the camera off for a little bit, and I'll bring it back when I have something for you. Yeah, this thing's done pretty good today. I'm pretty pleased. It's, you know, it's a Honda, so when you push the button it starts, and that's always pretty comforting. I've been driving now pretty much all day, and I'm losing half a tank of fuel, which I have to push my button to see what, about 140 miles. So pretty happy with that too. This thing gets really good fuel mileage, and you know, it's a good all-around bike. And these roads out here are pretty crappy with the big rocks and the big holes, and you know, just they're not even a regular gravel road. But I think to do a little bit of moto camping and hopefully get my wife and the girls out. I've got two daughters, and they love to go riding with me, so I was thinking me and the wife and each take one of the girls, and maybe we could do some moto camping and get some adventures in like that. My wife's not going to want to do much for off-road, and honestly, it's so easy to get in over my head. I don't know how much off-road I want to do. But it's still, I like the back roads and maybe some gravel roads, but not sure yet what kind of bike I want to try to do. I've got the Honda XR 400, and I ordered a fuel tank for it, so I would have a little bit better range and capacity. But much over 55 miles an hour, that thing is just sitting there screaming wide open, and it's not really a road bike. It's a dirt bike. I got it street legal, but, you know, just like this one is not really an off-road bike, but it can do it. That one's not a road bike, but it can do it. And, you know, there's no golden unicorn that covers all things perfectly, but still kind of thinking I might want to get rid of the XR400 and try to find something that's still pretty close to as capable off-road and a little more comfortable on-road. But it's still a fun bike to run around on. And I'll probably still be using it to make some videos and do some stuff. So if there's something you'd like to see or something you'd like to know about it that I could help with, I'd be happy to try to help. And just let me know in the comments what you'd like to see or what you'd like me to try to do with it. Within reason. I'm not going to go do something crazy, but pretty impressed with this bike today. Just not really what I like on this washboard dirt road. So I appreciate you watching, and get any comments for me, leave them below. I'd love to hear from you, and look forward to hopefully getting these videos out and getting started on YouTube, and hopefully putting something on here that y'all want to watch. So I appreciate it, and thanks for watching.